I can't believe we are finally planning our trip to New York.
There will be so much to see and do there. I think it'll be a great trip.
When do you think we should go on the trip?
I think the end of next month will be a good time.
That sounds like a good time.
Yes. It will start to warm up then, since it will be nearly spring.
How many days should we stay?
Maybe 1 week?
We can go Monday through Sunday. Does that sound good to you?
Yes. That works perfectly with my work schedule.
Do we still have the old list of our dream sites to see?
No. We lost it. So we'll have to go back to the drawing board.
That's okay. Planning a trip is always fun. Where do we start?
First, we have to find a nice hotel to stay at.
We will need to find one with 2 large beds. One for us and one for the kids.
Here is a nice one. It is located downtown. It looks like it is close to Central Park.
That's great. Is it affordable?
Yes. It looks like a good deal. They have complimentary breakfast in the mornings.
Sounds like the right place to me.
Okay. I'll book our hotel.
Next, we need to book our flight and get our plane tickets.
Do you mind having a connecting flight?
No. That'll be fine. What city do we have a layover in?
Philadelphia.
I've never been there. After that, I can say I have.
What do we do next?
Now, we can make a list of places to go and the sites we want to see.
Let's research some of the best sites to see in New York.
How about I Google things to do in New York?
That's a good idea.
I found a website that shows the different kinds of attractions and places to visit. It has all the information about visiting them. I'm messaging you the link.
Look at the map. Here's our hotel. We will be closest to Central Park, so we can go there first.
That's a terrific idea. I know Central Park is very large, so we can plan to tour a different section of the park each day.
That sounds like a great idea. Where else should we go?
For our next bit of sightseeing, I'll say the Statue of Liberty. We can plan a tour of Liberty Island.
The website says that while on the tour, you have the option to stop and see Ellis Island and the Immigration Museum.
That sounds interesting. I will note that on the itinerary.
Where else should we go?
The theater district would be a blast. We could see a Broadway show.
Seeing a Broadway show is on my bucket list for sure. Also, I have always wanted to visit the Rockefeller Center.
Okay. I wrote down those 2 attractions on our itinerary.
There is a list of the top 20 attractions on the same website. Times Square, the Brooklyn Bridge, and Fifth Avenue are popular attractions we should check out.
Sounds fun. Also, I think Radio City Music Hall would be an interesting place to visit.
Should we plan out where we will go each day?
Yes. Once we have a list of everything we want to see, we can assign each to a day of the week. That'll be our trip schedule.
Here's a list of free attractions and sites.
Great. That way, we don't have to worry about everything costing an arm and a leg while we tour the city. What are some of the free options?
Coney Island doesn't cost anything to visit. Also, the New York Public Library is free.
That would be interesting.
The Staten Island Ferry is also free.
I've heard about that. That's definitely on my list.
Of course, some of the attractions I mentioned, like Times Square and the Brooklyn Bridge, are free.
Great. It looks like we'll have plenty to do, without having to worry about our budget for the trip. Does the guide have restaurant recommendations as well?
Yes, here's a list of popular restaurants that are highly recommended.
I wrote down one for each day we are there.
How will we get around the city? What are our transportation plans?
Most of the places we can walk to. If not, we can take a taxi to the places farthest from the hotel. We can also buy a bus or subway pass if needed.
What else do we need to plan? It seems like we have covered almost everything.
We need to purchase the tickets to attractions or events we are interested in going to sometime beforehand. Actually, I'll circle sites that require a ticket or have a fee, so we know for future reference.
Then, I was thinking, we could map out which attractions we can walk to, and which ones we will need transportation for.
Good idea. Then, we can plan our days around what we will be doing that day.
Before we go, we'll make a checklist of essential items to pack and bring to the city.
Then, we can make sure we have proper identifications for the airport.
Also, when we pack for the trip, we should know the weight limits to avoid additional fees. And we'll need to check the airport's regulations about what is allowed in luggage.
Yes. I will make sure our liquids are the correct number of ounces and that our carry-ons are the right size.
What does that leave?
I think we have planned just about everything.
I am even more excited to travel now.
It will be a blast.